So the Philadelphia Eagles take on the Cleveland Browns. I don't even know what to think. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you are new to the channel and love talking Philly sports every single day, the good, the bad, and a lot of this ugliness, hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on post notifications so you know when I go live or drop some content instantly. Shout out to the notification gang. Appreciate you guys 100%. On that note, if you feel like this game is a must win, and if we don't, well, does not look good, and we probably would even lose the NFC least, smash that like button. With all that being said, let's jump into today's topics because we got a lot of them. I'm going to start with Carson Wentz addressing the team. Then we're going to go into some Carson Wentz and Doug Pederson struggles. And then we're going to finish with the Eagles vs. Brown preview. So let's get into the first one, Carson Wentz addressing the team. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I like it in the sense of I believe if you're going to address the team, even though you've been part of the problem, your play has not been up to par, regardless of how many people were injured, this, that, and the third, Carson Wentz hasn't played good. There were little spurts, but it hasn't been a good season for him. It just hasn't. Let's be honest. But when you look at him addressing the team, he had to hold himself accountable in front of everybody because you can't address the team and talk about other people's mistakes, penalties, false starts, missing balls, this, that, and the third without looking in the mirror. And he says that at the podium, but we don't know how he is behind closed doors. So you're telling me that the quarterback that has been struggling addressed the team? I'm taking it as he addressed the team and himself in front of them and let them know that, listen, I've been playing bad, but I'm going to get better. I want to get better, and we got to believe in each other. I mean, what else can you say? You really can't get up there talking about you did this wrong, you did this wrong, you did this wrong, when a lot of the finger pointing has to go to Carson Wentz and our head coach / offensive coordinator, Doug Pederson. So on that note, we're going to see how it translates on the field this Sunday against Cleveland. But I do got to give him credit for stepping up in front of everybody and addressing the team, even though he's been a problem. So shout out to Carson Wentz. Maybe he's taking the next step in the leadership role. I don't know. We will see how it translates. Now, to Doug Pederson and Carson Wentz. I mean, you got everybody in different places when it comes to our fan base. You got the people who blame every single thing on Carson Wentz. You got the people who blame every single thing on Doug Pederson. And then you got people like me who say it's definitely been a mixture of Doug Pederson and Carson Wentz. Neither of them, to me, can go without blame. The play calling and situations have been bad. It's just been bad. The lack of running when you lead the league in yards per attempt is just criminal. It's criminal to have a Ferrari outside your house. You know, the best car on the block. It's the best car on the block. And I'm not saying Miles Sanders is the best running back in the NFL, but in the yards per carry, he is. So you got a Ferrari outside of your house, but you only drive it around the block. That's it. You take it a couple miles. You never go the long distance with it. People tell you it works good. You can go all the way with it, but you just won't do it. Now my analogy is starting to get a little bit off track, but you understand what I'm saying. He got something that was working. He got that nice car. He just doesn't use it. I use it once in a while. That's my biggest frustration with Doug is the fact that he doesn't utilize the run game, gets there on a post-game press conference and says, next time I will, and next time he doesn't do it again. That's my biggest thing. There is situational football that I don't like I said, certain play calls, the fact that he doesn't roll the pocket when he knows his quarterback is struggling. And here's the thing, Carson Wentz is struggling. Carson Wentz has not been good a whole game. And in the Giants game, he didn't turn the ball over, but he was so checked down Charlie, so safe that it wasn't good still. We couldn't get the job done. Carson Wentz has not been good. But here's the thing, and here's why a lot of people defend Carson Wentz, and this is my thing on it. I know he has talent. I haven't been able to see it much this year, but I know he has talent. And that's why when you look at the money that's owed to him, when you look at the situation in the past, him being able to play under certain circumstances, play at a high level prior to the injury, just anything and everything of Carson Wentz's game, you believe that it still could be there if it's brought out of him. Now you can say it shouldn't need to be brought out of a fifth-year quarterback. I get your point. But I still think everybody's different. And if Doug Pederson just applied himself, maybe he can get Carson Wentz out of this slump. It's a long year slump. I mean, people want to pinpoint, is it Doug or Carson? It's both. And yes, a lot of people get on Doug more because Doug is the coach. He could help his quarterback out. Baker Mayfield is struggling, so they run the ball a lot. He don't look that bad, and they're 6-3. He's struggling in the pocket with pressure and knowing when to throw the ball away. Roll him out. Roll him out. I mean, how many times do I got to say it? One more time. Roll him out. I just don't understand why you see your quarterback struggling. You know what? Let me run some extra plays. You know what? Let's get some bootlegs. Let's get him doing what he can do. That's your job. And it's also Carson Wentz's job to take care of the football, which he hasn't done this season. So I understand both arguments. But to me, it's both of them. It's both of them. This organization has a lot of thinking to do, especially if we don't come out this game with a W, which I'm not so sure about. If you ask me, could we beat the Browns talent-wise? Of course. But I'm not going to say we're going to beat them. It's a 6-3 team versus a 3-5-1 team. We look at the talent on the team and we look past the record, but we have to start looking at a record and saying, that is us? It is. And Doug Pederson and Carson Wentz are the main reason why. You can get on the defense once in a while, Jim Schwartz, a player here or there, a drop ball here or there, but the inconsistent play has been from our quarterback and coach. Because again, Doug has a couple play calls a game that are good, and Carson Wentz has a couple drives that are good. But the consistency is not there from the two leaders of this team. And if it's not there, you get 3-5-1. That's what you get. The Giants, the Washington football team, and the Bengals before they became something pretty decent, we lost or tied to these teams. Wow. So let's move on to the Cleveland Browns and Philadelphia Eagles matchup this Sunday. The Eagles come into this game as 3-point underdogs, even though Myles Garrett won't play due to COVID-19, which is a good thing he's not playing, but get better, Myles Garrett. I don't wish that on anybody, but hey, he would have destroyed our offensive line. He is what you call a grown man. But Myles Garrett ain't playing, and the Eagles are still going to struggle, especially stopping their running game. I mean, it's probably the best two running back duos in the NFL. They are in the top 5 in rushing. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, they get the job done in many different ways. And they're a team that's not going to change it up, because if you look at the numbers, the Philadelphia Eagles are pretty good against running backs. I repeat, running backs. Quarterbacks, receivers, misdirection, that gets us. But when you look at the numbers, our rushing numbers ain't going to look good because it's all figured in. But when you look at what the running back does by himself, yards per carry, we are one of the best teams against the running backs, and we're going to need to show it, because they're a team that says, wow, the Eagles struggle against the pass, let's pass. Nah, they don't do that. They want to run the ball, and they're going to come in and try to run the ball. So we got to be prepared for that. Now, they will throw some misdirection in there. They don't got a guy like Odell Beckham who can really take the top off, especially if you give him a wide receiver reverse with his speed and athletic ability. But they still got players that they will trust in that situation. So we got to watch out for that, because everybody and anybody can run on the Eagles if you use misdirection, because most of their receivers are not as fast as Daniel Jones, and Daniel Jones got busy on us. Simple and plain. Now, like I said earlier, do I think the Eagles can beat the Browns? Of course, we have talent on this team. But do I think we will beat the Browns? I don't know. I'm at the point right now where you got to show me. I can't keep picking you. I can't keep saying you're going to win, even though in my heart I believe it. I can't keep doing that because you're not winning. Ben DiNucci almost beat you. The Giants beat you. A quarterback in Dwayne Haskins who's not even playing beat you. How can I keep picking you? We all know the Philadelphia Eagles have the Saints, the Seahawks, the Packers, the Cardinals after this Browns game. So this is a game that if we lose this game, even though the Giants stink, the Cowboys stink, and the Washington football team stink, we're probably out of playoff contention if we lose this game. Because then if we couldn't beat the Giants, if we couldn't beat the Washington football team, how are we going to beat these other teams? Again, it's any given Sunday, and I'm one of the most optimistic Eagle content creators, but look at this team right now. I need them to show me something. Now look, I'm going to do the play-by-play on Sunday, so come through and hang out with your boy for the play-by-play, and I'll be up. I'll be ready for the game. My juices will be flowing and my blood will be pumping. I'll be like, let's go Eagles. But this week, after the beatdown the Giants gave us, off a bye week, this team has to show me. So like I said, we got to make sure that Carson Wentz in this offense comes out fired up. The Browns love to run the ball, so if they get a lead, goodbye. So we always talk about starting fast, but this is a game we have to start fast. Maybe we get them to stop running and start passing with Baker Mayfield, get them out of their element, and take care of business. Also, we are still third in the NFL in sacks with, I believe, 31 or 33. One of them two, I'm not sure exactly. But Baker Mayfield's offensive line, the Browns' offensive line does a great job and not allowing sacks. So they're one of the least pressured teams. So we'll see how that works out. We got to get pressure because that's where our defense thrives. If we can't get pressure, this secondary will get exposed. It does it all the time. So who knows if Baker Mayfield don't come out here looking like, hey, why do we got to run the ball? Let's sling the rock. Even though I don't believe Kevin Stefanski is a guy who would do that. He sticks with the run, play action, all that stuff. So it's going to be a good game. I'm going to be up and ready for it, but I'm not going to give a prediction. Maybe in Battlebird's podcast, I will give a prediction. But it's not good. I don't feel the same. That I told you guys I was going to learn a lot from this bye. And I learned that they got to show me. They got to show me. At the end of the day, I still ride. And like I said, I'll be pumped. I'll be ready. I'll be ready to go. But real quick, before we get out of here, I heard that Press Taylor and Aaron Moorhead won't be allowed to the game because of COVID-19. John Hightower, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and Deontay Burnett are on the COVID-19 list. So maybe Quez Watkins makes an appearance. Maybe Alshon actually catches a ball. I don't know. We got to see. Let's go, Eagles. Please don't lose this game so we can stay in the fight. With all that being said, let me know all your thoughts in the comment section on my Carson Wentz addresses the team, Doug Pederson first Carson Wentz, and this ugly preview that I went through because, like I said, there's just too much going on. If we win this game, I'll be back with the regular previews. Even if we win or lose this game, I'm going to have a filled week of film breakdown. I know you guys said you like that, so I will make sure to get that done for the Browns and Eagles. No matter the results, we'll get some film breakdowns. Real quick, normally I ask you guys to predict the score, and the winner will get a $25 gift card or put into their PayPal. But the Eagles might not win this game, so we're going to do something a little different. Shout out to Philly Fresh. He does this. I wasn't trying to bite off it, but I'm going to do it too. Let me know how many receiving yards Dallas Goedert has in this game. Whoever gets closest to the amount of receiving yards that Dallas Goedert gets against the Cleveland Browns will win a $25 gift card and or $25 to a PayPal and or what's that called? Cash app that you provide. Let me know in the comment section. Until next time, you know what time it is. We out.